Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in week 2 of Draft Champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. It's caught right side. It turns. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, Rivers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now all right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. The getting to know each other process is over. Time to get down to it. And we're off in week 3 of Draft Champions. This one taken just inside the 10. Shreds the tackle. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll come out in the pistol. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. They've got his man complete. A gain of 35 that time. And it'll be first down, Panthers. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On first down, McCarron. And Reed with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Rivers to throw it. Walker with a grab, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be. And
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Mathis in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Throwing Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Rivers. He finds Beckham complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And Walker has it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. After the penalty, it's Miller. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there. Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a carry for the 1994 Hall of Famer, Tony Dorsett. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictators just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you, and if the guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Palmer now. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down. Well, here we go on fourth down. Palmer. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it'll be Dorsett, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it. Palmer trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And out now come the Cowboys. Following the interception here, Rivers. And incomplete to open things up. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on 3rd.
Doesn't look like you're getting
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claymore in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way.
And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen. Shake it off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Palmer to throw, and it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Barely. They snapped it at 1. Now Palmer. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And now the passing game here in the second quarter is starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller because that has happened.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyrell Williams, 55 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dan Scuda coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Miller. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Rivers now. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Regular. Here we go. 18. Get ready. 58. Regular.
Now the Hall of Famer Dorsett. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Palmer. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Let's see what his offense can do. Rivers, and bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Leopard.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. 1st down, Rivers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we've got a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Now Josh Scobie to attempt the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing is Palmer. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. Hopping over the top. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hurry up!
On third down, Rivers. He finds Beckham complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves to James. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits, and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, so a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So the offense off the field. On comes the kicker, Josh Scobie. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And Gresham has it left side. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, it's Palmer. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the give, this is Dorsett. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. On 3rd down, Palmer. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going on 4th down. It's Palmer. Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Minter coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. From the gun, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. Get ready.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run it with Tony D. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run. It's Dorsett. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
So we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Palmer on first down. They set up the screen to Dorsett. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Let's go. Let's go. Blues.
2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
Another pistol look here. Now it's Dorsett. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Palmer to throw. Finding time. And this is caught at the 8. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Eagles are now set up with a 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Dorsett.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because...
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Zebra, get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. Mirror.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Get ready.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jason Witten from a yard out. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Palmer looking to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham, 62 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here. Rivers is going to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practice. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And it's 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It would be a better feeling if the offense can just see. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. So on here is Josh Scobie in a pressure spot. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you.
On.
So it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. That'll do it from here for Charles Davis and all our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, head on over to easports.com. With that, we say...